Fugu versus Fusion. Two AI systems, one winner. What if the best AI right now isn't a model at all? What if it's a whole team of models working as one? Two of them just dropped this week. Both say they hit Fable 5 level. But when you put them side by side, only one comes out on top. And the loser still has one thing the winner can't beat. Hey, I'm Skylar, and I help people learn and actually use AI tools in their real work. Today, it's a straight shootout. Sakana Fugu against OpenRouter Fusion. Same prompts, same builds, side by side, no fluff. By the end, you'll know which one deserves a spot in your stack, and I'll show you the one mistake that quietly wastes most people's time with tools like these. Let's get into it. First, let me explain what these two actually are, because they're not your normal AI models. They work in a really different way, and it's pretty smart once you see it. Sakana Fugu comes from a Japanese lab called Sakana. Fugu means pufferfish. Little fun fact. And instead of being a single model, it's a whole panel. You send one prompt, and behind the scenes, it quietly asks a group of models, lets them all answer, then fuses everything into one clean reply. You call one API, and it picks the models for you. It comes in two versions, plain Fugu, the fast one, and Fugu Ultra, the heavy hitter built for hard, deep work. OpenRouter Fusion runs on the same idea. You send one prompt. It fans that prompt out to a panel of models all at once. Then a judge model reads every answer. The judge spots where the models agree, where they clash, and what each one missed. Then it writes one strong final answer from the best parts. So both of these are panel engines. One prompt in, a team of models working together, one answer out. And both claim to match or beat Fable 5 on the benchmarks. Fable 5 itself got pulled because of export rules, so you can't even touch it right now. But Fusion is live through the API, and you can sign up for Sakana, so I ran them both through real tests. Now here's something I want you to catch early. I never run either of these on their own. I run both of them inside my agent OS. That's the system where I drop in any model I want, paste a key, and it's ready to go in seconds. So Fusion and Sakana Fugu both sit in there side by side, and I just reach for whichever one fits the job. Let me show you what I actually use them for. I used Fusion inside my agent OS to build out a simple plan for keeping AI Profit Boardroom members active and engaged each week. One prompt, and the panel mapped out check-in ideas, prompts to spark conversation, and little wins to share. So the AI Profit Boardroom stays lively instead of quiet. Then I used Sakana Fugu inside my agent OS to put together a starter pack of ready-to-use prompts for new AI Profit Boardroom members. One prompt in, and the panel drafted a clean set of prompts they can copy and run on day one, so people join the AI Profit Boardroom and get a quick win almost immediately. Here's one more. I pointed Fusion at organizing all the training inside the AI Profit Boardroom into a clear learning path. Because it asks several models and fuses the best ideas, I got one tidy roadmap instead of a messy pile, and that makes the whole AI Profit Boardroom way easier to follow from start to finish. Okay, now the fun part, the tests. I run the same visual builds on every model so I can judge them with my own eyes, no charts needed. First up, a landing page. Same prompt to all three. Fugu Ultra made a really clean, sharp page. Nice design, nice layout. Fusion's was good too, just not quite as crisp. And plain Fugu actually looked a touch nicer than the Fusion one to me. So Fugu took the landing page round. Next, a Raycaster maze. That's a little 3D maze you walk through. Fugu Ultra's was smooth and looked great. Fusion's was close, really close, but Fugu edged it again. Then the big one, a living spiral galaxy you can drag, zoom into, and spin around. Fugu Ultra's galaxy was one of the nicest things I've seen come out of an AI. Double-click to recenter, fly around it, the whole thing. Fusion built a galaxy too, but it didn't feel as smooth, and the quality wasn't quite there next to Fugu's. After that, an inner solar system. Same result. Fugu's version just looked cleaner and nicer. The gap was easy to see. Fusion is genuinely good, but Fugu's outputs kept coming out prettier. So across the visual tests, Fugu Ultra kept winning. And remember, both of these claim Fable 5 level on the benchmarks, so either way, these are strong tools. Just keep in mind those numbers are mostly self-reported by the companies, so I trust what I see in my own tests way more than a chart someone hands me. Now, before I show you the catch, let me answer what I get asked the most. People always want my exact setup. So inside the AI Profit Boardroom, I've already wired both Sakana Fugu and Fusion straight into the Agent OS for you. The whole Agent OS comes as a ready-to-install zip file. You just drop it in and run it. And I built a full 30-day roadmap that walks you through it step by step, so you're never stuck staring at a blank screen wondering where to begin. There are walkthroughs for both Fusion and Sakana, weekly coaching calls where you can ask about your own setup and get unstuck, and daily updates so the whole system keeps getting better. If you want the exact setup I'm using in this video, that's where you'll find it. All right, back to it. And here's the catch. Both of these are great, but neither one is perfect. First, Sakana Fugu just launched, so right now it's limited. I hit a daily cap really fast and then had to wait hours before I could use it again. It's token limited too, so I couldn't even run every test I normally do. That'll loosen up as they scale, but for now it's tight. Second, the wait. These are one-shot systems. You send one prompt and wait for the whole panel to finish. The deep, high-quality runs can take a few minutes, sometimes longer. And here's the annoying part. You don't get to go back and forth like you do with Opus 4.8 inside Claude. If your build comes out a bit broken or the answer gets cut off because it ran long, you can't just nudge it and try again easily. With Opus 4.8, you keep going until it's right. With these panel tools, you fire one shot and wait for it. On price, there's a real gap. Fusion charges you based on the models it runs, and since it calls a panel plus a judge, you're paying for several answers, not one. Sakana Fugu is a lot cheaper for the same prompts, and it has a flat plan, so you can subscribe and just use it instead of paying per call. For heavy, all-day agent work, that flat plan really works in your favor. Let me give Fusion its moment too, because it's not all one-sided. Fusion built this open-world simulation, kind of a Skyrim-style thing, and the graphics were super nice. You could just scroll through the whole world. Really impressive for one prompt. And Plain Fugu, the fast one, made some cool stuff as well. A little cyberpunk racer game that was actually fun to play. A Matrix-style rain effect that lit up when you clicked it. It's faster than Ultra, no question. But some of its builds came out a bit buggy, and the polish just wasn't at Fugu Ultra's level. Here's a great way to see the gap. I had Fugu Ultra build a liquid in a bowl simulation. You could fire off a color burst, change how thick the liquid was, clear it. It looked amazing. Then I had Opus 4.8 build the exact same thing, and you could instantly spot the difference. Fugu Ultra's was just nicer. That's why I love these visual tests so much. You don't need a benchmark. You just look, and you know. So here's my final ranking. Fugu Ultra is first. It took the visual tests. Fusion is second, still really strong, and especially good at research-style work where that judge step shines. And Plain Fugu is third, fast and fun, but not as polished as Ultra. But here's the most important thing in this whole video, and it's the mistake I promise to save you from. Most people pick one tool, lean on it completely, and then panic the day it goes down or hits a limit. Don't do that. The real winner here isn't a single model, it's a system. Because I run all of these inside my agent OS, if Fusion goes down, fine, I switch to Sakana. If Sakana hits a limit, I switch back to Fusion. Or I bring in Claude or Hermes, whatever's working that day. That's a system problem, solved in seconds, instead of a tool problem that stops you cold. New tools drop every single week, and when they do, I just plug them in. I never get stuck on one thing. A few quick tips before you try this yourself. 1. Use the fast tier while you're testing ideas, then send your serious work to Fugu Ultra. 2. Write one really clear prompt, because you only get one shot, so put everything it needs in there the first time. 3. Reach for Fusion when being right really matters, like research, because the judge step is built to catch the blind spots a single model misses. And 4. Keep everything inside one system so you can swap models the second one slows down or hits a wall. If you want the full process, the SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases just like this one, join the AI Success Lab. The links are in the comments and the description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 75,000 members who are crushing it with AI. And if you're about to go test Fugu and Fusion for yourself, here's my honest heads up. You're going to hit those rate limits. You're going to sit through some long waits, and you're going to keep second-guessing which model to send each job to. That's exactly what we sort out together inside the AI Profit Boardroom. You get the Agent OS with both tools already wired in, the ready-to-install zip file, the 30-day roadmap, the prompts I actually use, step-by-step tutorials, and weekly coaching calls where you can ask me about your own setup and get a real answer fast. So instead of guessing for weeks, you get it running in days. Come join me inside. Just head to aprofitboardroom.com. I'll see you in there.